Did you just fart?
What's up, everyone? This is Jared
And Ryan
from the Game Room, and we have another episode for you guys. But before we get on with the patch notes, which we're doing Mages and Paladins this week. So Mages and Paladins, we have some good news and some bad news. But anyway, just a little side note. The website is up and functioning, so we'll have a URL posted in the description for that. But anyways, getting on with the episode, Mages.
in live currently, when you hardcast Pyroblast, it does slightly less damage than the instant cast from the Hot Streaks proc. Now it does the same damage whether you cast it or you get it with the hardcast, whatever.
Spell Still mana cost has been increased by 100%. Let's see. Impact has been changed for fire mages. Living Bomb is spread via the talent. It will only be spread to 2 additional targets instead of when you cast Impact on your target, it'll spread to 3 different targets and lose it on your target. So instead of that, it'll just go to 2 other targets. So they fixed. That's mainly just the big fix they did.
Yeah.
And then you tell the good news.
Deep Freeze and Ring of Frost now cause diminishing returns for each other. Blizz did something good.
Finally.
But
The reason they did this?
the Ring of Frost cast time has been taken away. It's now still instant, and Spell Still no longer has a cooldown anymore. So I take him as I see him.
Yep.
All right.
Mana cost increased by 100%.
So it yeah.
Yeah, it's good and bad at the same time. But anyways,
I'm okay with it.
Paladins.
So
Divine Light, Flash of Light, and Holy Light mana costs have been increased
by
35, 31, and 12 respectively, in that order.
Yeah.
And it's base mana.
Of base mana cost,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And then Rebuke, Divine Shield, and Divine Protection have new icons.
you look prettier. Your color's already pink.
Seal of Righteousness now can be procced by any melee ability, not just single target abilities, which means Hammer of Righteous and Divine Storm. It now procs off of those. So
And
Ret Pallies
and the Seal of Righteousness thing, the damage that's procced and spread over everywhere, can now crit. So, I don't know what the state of Ret Pally AoE DPS was, but they have good AoE DPS now. God. Stupid.
Okay, so after the depressing mana cost news, Holy, Beacon of Light can no longer be dispelled. Denounce has been redesigned. It still reduces the mana cost of Exorcism. However, it no longer has a chance on Holy Shock of making Exorcism free and instant. Instead, it has a 50 and 100% chance, 2 talent points, to prevent the Exorcism target from causing critical effects for the next 6 seconds. That effect can be dispelled. Holy Shock mana cost has been decreased by 7% of base mana, down from 8%. Infusion of Light can now lower the cast time of Flash of Light by 0.75 and 1.5 seconds, respectively. In addition to Holy Light and Divine Light. In addition, the old Denounce spell overlay effect has been transferred to Infusion of Light since Denounce is no longer a proc.
So, if you play a Paladin, and we're not even halfway done. If you play a Paladin, be prepared to relearn your class.
Yeah. Seriously.
I'm glad I don't play one, to be honest. Well,
on the side.
You're leveling one.
Speed of Light now increases movement speed when Holy Radiance or Divine Protection are cast. In addition, this talent now reduces cooldown of Holy Radiance by 13, 26, and 40 seconds, respectively. Up from 10, 20, and 30.
Walk in the Light now improves Word of Glory healing by 30% in addition to its current effects. So Wog heals for a bunch.
That's not even including the glyph.
No. Wog,
It's ridiculous.
Wog heals for a bunch.
Okay, protection Pallies. Ardent Defender has a new spell effect.
You look prettier. Again.
Guardian of Ancient Kings now uses assist pet stance functionally.
That's cool.
I mean, it's okay. Hammer of the Righteous mana cost has been lowered to 10% down from 12 to match Crusader Strike.
Cool. Holy Shield now increases block chance by 5% while active, instead of increasing the amount of damage blocked by 10%. So, block more, but you block less damage.
Eh.
Judgment of the Wise now approx on attempt, not on strike, which means if a judgment misses, it can still grant you the mana effect. This is to ensure Protection Paladins are not starved for mana if they are capped on hit rating. If they aren't capped on hit rating. So, oh my god. Brett.
Don't ever have to worry about hit.
Seals of Command. This talent now makes Seal of Righteousness hit an unlimited number of melee targets instead of only 2 additional targets. This goes back to the other thing I was saying about Ret Paladins having ridiculous AoE DPS now.
There you go.
If you hit one thing, you hit everything.
Selfless Healer can no longer be dispelled and cannot be stolen via spell steal.
Oh my god.
And in addition to its current effects, it lowers the cooldown of Word of Glory by 5 and 10 seconds. Respectively.
Oh my god.
And the glyph changes for Paladins. Glyph of Seal of Truth. The expertise bonus granted by this glyph now also works with Seal of Righteousness, or when Seal of Righteousness is active. There will be actual usefulness to Seal of Truth and Seal of Righteousness.
Seal of Truth will be for DPS and single target tanking, and Seal of Righteousness will be for AoE tanking and trash pulls.
There you go.
So there you go.
Let's see, Priest, Devouring Plague damage done has been decreased by 12%.
Oh wow.
Mind Blast damage done has been increased by 12%.
Well.
Shadow Fiend now uses the assist pet stance functionally.
Alright. Shadow Word Death damage done has been increased by 12%. Shadow Word Pain damage has been decreased by 12%. They like this 12 number.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they're doing here. Alright, for Shadow, Mind Flay damage done has been increased by 12%. Sin and Punishment's Vampiric Touch Backlash Fear effect no longer has diminishing returns.
What?
So they can just fear you and disarm you and infinite.
On top of that, Vampiric Touch damage has been decreased by 12%. So I mean, it's kind of okay because Vampiric Touch doesn't do as much damage, but still, it's just like fear. Fear.
What is this about taking diminishing returns away? That's stupid.
I have no idea.
They shouldn't do that.
Bug fixes for Priest. Players will no longer prematurely cancel a channeled spell while clicking on the light well.
Well, that's cool. So if you're channeling something, you can click on the light well and it won't interrupt it. I didn't even know that would happen because I don't play any classes that channel anything. Except for my Warlock, whenever I get him up. Affliction, freaking drain spec.
Rogue changes. These are kind of depressing, but only if you play a rogue.
But they're kind of good. Blind duration against NPCs has been increased to 1 minute, but the duration against players is still 8 seconds. So they have a CC now, basically.
Yeah, for NPCs.
Yeah, you don't need to CC. Well, I mean, it's still a CC for PvP, but it's in PvP CC terms.
Yeah.
So
8 second.
They now have a PvE CC too.
Yeah.
Besides SAP.
And Stealth now once again begins its cooldown once the rogue leaves Stealth.
Which is good, but if you're smart at all, then you have that subtlety talent that decreases the cooldown.
No matter what spec you are.
Yeah, because it's in the first freaking tier. You can get it. It decreases the cooldown. It takes away the cooldown of Stealth. It makes you move faster while stealthed. So, like faster than running.
Faster.
So if you're leveling a rogue and you're under level 20, go subtlety and just stay in stealth all the time. and until you get your mount.
We actually have time
We have a little
for
bit
one more.
Let's do Warlocks because I'm leveling
Okay.
those right now.
Okay, as of the 25th of May, Drain of Life's damage has been reduced by approximately 25%.
So
I
if
say
you're,
approximately. I don't know exactly how to
yeah,
how I
that-
feel about
that's
that.
kind of that's they shouldn't use that.
Yeah,
So that, it just means like if you're affliction, you need to go Shadow Bolt spec, and not Drain spec because Drain spec was already harder anyway. Just go Shadow
yeah.
Bolt. Warlock bug fixes. It is no longer possible to leave combat while channeling Drain Soul. I think that's funny because that thing is like a 15-second channel
I
time.
know.
You could just sit there and channel it. Oh, I'm out of combat. So
Oh, and Soul Harvest now has a new spell effect.
it looks cooler. I don't say prettier because paladins are the only class that are pretty.
Because they're pink.
They're pink. That is going to wrap it up for this week. Thanks for watching. Go to the website in this thing.
In the description.
In the description. That's what it's called.
Or if you're, well, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, follow us on Twitter at TheGameroomChannel. Also in the description.
Facebook, also in the description.
Yeah, The Game Room. Can't miss it. If you have any questions for us, leave them in the comments or email us at TheGameroomChannel@gmail.com.
And as
also in the
always,
description.
Yep. And don't forget to hit that yellow subscribe button because
We love you. I'm Jared
I'm Ryan.
from The Game Room, and we'll see you guys next week.